Ooh, camera shaking. Good morning. Hi, this is Carol Siddle with Pink Dragon JJ. I am here very early this morning. I'm on East Coast. It is, I don't know, sometime after 6 a.m. But I was up at 4:30 a.m. Um, just out of the blue had an asthma attack. So that was fun, but it woke me up. And I thought, I'm just going to go ahead and pop my video out there. This is actually, let's see if you can see this. This is a collaboration, let me get it down a little bit, with Susan Hiles Art and JoAnn at Junk Journal Treasures. It's a one-day open collab for altar paper clips. And if you go to their sites, and I will link those below, you'll be able to see the people that are participating in this, and go to their website, their YouTube, or in some cases Instagram. If you do Instagram, if you go and look, it's hashtag craft with JoAnn and Susan. And they just put this together and added those who wanted to hop on and have fun with it. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's get started. Okay, I hope I don't cough in the middle of this. My voice is a little rough because when you do an inhaler, it makes you kind of shaky and weird. So anyhow, we're going to get started because I was really excited to do this. You can use, just to start out with, some basic information. I'm sure most of you know, but, my voice is shaky. You can use paper clips of any size. I've gone from small ones like this, medium ones, little ones. I've even gone Tim Holtz ones all the way up to this size. I'm not using these today. I did a video before that's on my YouTube channel doing altar paper clip that I thought of it in a dream. Isn't that weird? And did a video on it. It's a little bit different. But that's okay. Different is good. I love the fact that we have so many wonderful artists because I have learned a lot. Couple things you're going to need is I like to have my, bone tool. This is a plastic one, but I do have another one. It's more like this. You will want to have small pieces of paper, big enough to go over your paper clips, but you also want to make sure that you can cut these to size. You want to make sure that you have room. Now, some people like these flat because they're not going to put anything at the top. So it really, where you want to set your paper clip, make sure I'm in view here. I am. Oh, I'm using a white paper clip on a white background. That's pretty good. I hope you can see it. Sometimes I'll leave it up like that and glue the paper clip down so that I can put some ribbon or something so it pokes out the top. But if you don't like that, just put it flat. And you want to make sure it's long enough. Now, I can always cut this paper, alter it to where it's got room for lots of glue to go around, because this is kind of like your anchor for your clip. And see, I did some of these longer because longer paper clips here. If you're gonna do the paper clip coming out the top, you want to have a little knife or something that you can cut with. And of course your materials that you're going to use. These are to go over paper clips if I need. So I've got different things here. Now the paper clip, over the page paper clip that I'm going to do is a little bit different. Now you can make these where it's just a single. This would be glued on the back. You'd have your piece of paper, glue it, and then it slides over your page. And I was watching Turquoise Dreaming, her video this morning. She gives some great ideas. I'm really going to go back and watch everybody's so I can learn. But I'm going to do ones that you can not only use as an altar paper clip, but you can use it as a hidden journaling page. So what we're going to do let's start with this one. Okay, so you want 2 pieces that are the same size. So I've kind of pulled these out since I'm working on Christmas. That's what I'm showing. But you can do any theme, any color, anything that you want. When I used my little tiny Tim Holtz paper clips, I actually was doing postage stamps. So I needed something little to use. Oh, goodness, I'm shedding. So we're going to get started. You will need some washi tape too. And for this, I recommend gluing your washi tape on. And the reason being, because what we're going to do is we're going to take our 2 sizes. They're the same. And you're going to butt them up next to each other. But put just a little hair in between, because you want it to be able to fold nicely over a page. Okay, so, and just make sure you got your directions going. Remember, one's going to be on one page, one's going to be on the other. So you don't want them like this. You want to make sure that one's going the opposite direction. Okay, and then for this, you can just use glue for your washi. I like to use my art glitter glue. I also have started using some other glue because, where is it? Because art glitter glue is getting a little expensive for me. So I got this too. It's called Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. And I have found that it has worked just as well as the art glitter glue. But I know it's hard I've been using art glitter glue for years. Once you get attached to this, it's kind of hard to let go of it, but it's pricey. So, and I'm on a fixed income, so I switched to this. It got good reviews, and so far I've been really happy with how it's been working. So, but I still have this bottle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bead with some art glitter glue. So I always double check, because I can't tell you how many times I'll do this and find I put the pictures going the wrong way. Hope everybody's having a good morning or good afternoon or whatever time it is that you decide to watch these. Definitely give as you go through the videos, give a shout out to Susan and JoAnn for putting this together. Because it's definitely, now you got to be careful coming down. Okay. Nope. And I just put it on there really good, because it's a community that we have here. And I thought this was a really cool idea that they do this collaboration. It's fun to do too, to see other people's art and how they do it. And you can change washi tapes on either side, because I'm going to clip off these. So, but I like the green. And I don't remember where I got this. Probably Tuesday morning. That's where I tend to get most of my stuff. And I'm going to put this across here like that. Stick that down. And then I'm going to, do like that. Make sure it's on there really good. That. Where's my scissors? There's my scissors. I got Christmas music on in the background. I'll be quiet so I don't wake up anybody in the house, because it's Saturday and here I am early. But I'm very excited because my grandson, my son's son, is here visiting with us for a few days. So that's pretty exciting. Of course, Dan is not getting much attention because he loves his cousins. They're very, very close and close in age, and he's hanging out with them. So, and he'll run down here once in a while, give me a hug, and, hey, Nana, gotta go. He's 12. He doesn't want to hang with Nana. He wants to hang with his cool cousins. So, but that's okay. It's just fun to have him around. So, there's your basics. And if you want to decorate these up, which I will probably go back and put some ribbon on here, because y'all know that's what I do. I like to fussy with my stuff. I just love that. This very loving Christmas wishes. And this reminds me of Kodiak. We used to sled all the time down the hills. I'm in Georgia, and it's cold here this morning. I know for you people like Gail up in the mountains, whoo, it's really cold, but it's 48 here this morning because I'm in North Georgia. But anyhow, on we go. I squirrel a lot. Y'all know me. I tend to like somewhere else. Okay, so because I want to use this as journaling, but I also want it to go over the page. So it's still an altered paper clip. It's just different. Now, since these are pretty, I'm probably going to have mine come out a bit. And since this is a bit bigger, I'm going to use the bigger clip. So I want this to poke out a little bit so I can put ribbon in it, have it fluffing out the top. Now, I don't want to cut on my desk, so when I had an old mat, I cut it in pieces so that when I want to cut something, I can just pull it out. Now, here's a good clue for you people who haven't done this. When you go to cut, don't cut it too big, okay? Don't do it without looking at your paper clip, okay? And make sure you kind of, now I can feel where I can see where the crack is. So I'm going to go here. Well, it helps if you have the blade going the right way, doesn't it? And I'm going to cut it in the center. I hope I'm not getting too far down in there. I tend to stick my head on my little desk here. And I'm just going to cut like that. I don't know if it went through. That's okay. Didn't go all the way through. Okay. Oh, there we go. There we go. And then you can always kind of go back. And take your paper clip and just check. And you're going to glue it, so don't worry about this moving because you're going to have this glued down. But if I'm going to put stuff on it, I want to make sure, and I usually sometimes use a lot, like more than one piece of ribbon when I'm wanting it to fluff out the top because I like the fluff. I'm fluffy. Why not have my tags and my altar paper clips be fluffy? Oh my God, I can't believe I just said that. Did that really come out of my mouth? It's early. I'm still working on my coffee. Oh God, I'm so glad you people put up with me. Okay, so now we've got this. Okay, this is really way easier than y'all think. Okay, so I'm going to use a piece like this. And I want let's see, that's going to be glued down. So I want the long side, not the short side, to be the side that's going to go over the page. Because obviously you get more coverage. So I'm going to go back, check that again. That looks about right. Okay, but you're gluing it on the back side, not the front. Don't get this all fixed and then slap down your glue. Okay, and you want to use a really good heavy glue because people take this off and on. You know, you open it up, you do things because this, once it's glued down like this, when you take this off, you're going to be able to open this and you can journal on both sides. Isn't that cool? So I dreamed about this. Isn't that weird? Us crafters, we have weird dreams. So now I'm just going to slap the glue on, and I mean slather it. And I like to use Eileen's because it's a heavy glue. Once it dries, And now this can, obviously, Eileen's takes, especially as much as I'm going to put on, takes longer to dry than art glitter or the Barely Art glue. This dries pretty quick. This is real similar to art glitter glue. But you really, I'm left-handed, so sometimes I got to turn things. But you just want to, I hold my paper top of it with one finger because I don't want it to move. And you are going to put glue everywhere. You want to cover this, and you want to get around it, get in the cracks, because you don't want this to move. So you're going to put glue in there. I mean, I slather it on, people. You know, I just slather it on. Slather, slather, slather. And you can go around, of course, because you want this all to stick. Get it on there. And some of it's going to come out the sides. That's okay. You can wipe it. But I want to make sure that this paper clip's not going anywhere. I mean, someday the paper might dissolve, but the paper clip's not going to go anywhere. Okay, so now we have our piece. We're going to stick this very easily. And then you want to make sure and line up your paper. Line your paper up. And then just start pushing it down. I like to use, of course, a piece of paper that coordinates with whatever it is I'm doing. So I want to get this in here. So now I'm going to come back in. This is where your bone folder comes in. And you can feel where the paper clip is. See, some of the glue's coming out, but that's okay. You want it on there good. And I just kind of go around it. I use my finger to push in the middle. If some comes out the top, that's okay, because it's going to dry. When you dry this, dry it open. Don't close it, because you don't want this to glue shut. Because this, like I said, this is kind of a alter paper clip journaling page, or journaling spot. So now that's on there. And you got like that. Okay. And if you want, I don't really worry about it because it's a journaling spot. Like, you're not going to see that when it's over the page. This is kind of like for your own private journaling spot. Some people don't like to see the paper clip like you do in the traditional ones. And if you want to cover it, take another piece and cover it. But you're just going to go on the top of the paper clip, because remember, you got to have, paper's got to be able to slide in between. So you want to, and it holds it together that way. Your paper slides in here. So anyhow, I'm just babbling. Woo. Okay, so now you've got your journaling page, alter paper clip. And I'll use this to show you. Slide it over. And there, it's over your page. And put a little tassel on there. Decorate it all up. And you've got an alter paper clip and a secret journaling place. Isn't that fun? I love it. I just call it a alter paper clip journaling page, because I don't know what else to call it. You can tell it's early. Oh, well, it is Saturday. I hope most of you don't have to work. If you work, if you don't, and it's Halloween tomorrow, but we're not doing Halloween on Sunday because it's Sunday. The kids got school the next day. So there's a place in town here, and they're having a huge festival, and they're going to have all kinds of stuff. So, and it's from 4 to 8. And, I mean, so we're going to go to that. I'm trying to scratch that off, and it's actually in the paper. I forgot that this has a little bit of glitter in it. Yeah, that's pretty. So there we go. That's my version of an altar paper clip. Of course, you can do traditional. Look at the other videos. If you, I call it traditional. It's more like the original, where it's just one side. But I wanted something where I could write in it as well as use it. I mean, because unless somebody pulls it off, they're not going to know that there's any writing in here. And if you have ever seen my journals or have one of my journals, you know I like to tuck stuff away. I like to have those little places where you can put your private thoughts. Okay, so we got that one's done. I've got stuff all over my desk. And then I have these. These I made as tabs in my Christmas Daily Journal. That's which is in, it's a 3-ring binder, and that's in Diane Shaw's Divine Consign booth. So, and it doesn't matter if one's bigger or smaller. For these, I like them to be the same, but like these are a little bit different because they're going to be on opposite sides. Does that make sense? So it doesn't really matter. Now, I don't want to, I have to think about this one a little bit, because you don't want this to overlap, because then when you go to bend it, it's going to pop. So this is almost, oh my God, tricky. Okay, so I need some washi tape. I think I'll use the black. I think that's what I'm going to use. Okay, so we're going to start with the inside. I like to do the inside first. Check your directions. Always double check what direction you got stuff going. Get it kind of where you want it. See, I still got some space here. It's okay that that's wider. It doesn't really matter. Okay. So, but I do want my washi to go all the way over. I don't know what all this writing is in here. I can cover that up. Oh, sorry, I had my fingers in the way, didn't I? And probably got my head in the way. God, I gotta remember to keep my head out of the way. It's because I don't have my glasses on. Okay, so let's turn it this way. So I got that there. You don't really need much, just enough for the head of your paper clip to go through. But if you don't want your paper clip going through, you can put them closer, but remember they got to bend over a page. You know, maybe I'll do this one since I got all the tabs on it. I'll just do this one without it going through. But I still got to put it together so I can bend it. Does that make sense? And I put that on before I realized I was going to use these. So these were already made, but that's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's, you know, I can put a little bit in the middle there. Because I'm going to, you can even change your washi tape up if you want to be different washies. It's okay if it goes over a little bit. I don't really care. Oh, it's sticking to me. Okay. Okay, try to line up the washies. Let me check my camera, make sure I'm still, yeah, I'm still good. Y'all can still see me. Okay. Oh, shook my desk. The desk is so much smaller. Yeah, that's okay if that corner's like sticking out. Doesn't really bother me. But if you didn't want it, I'm like, meh. That's what my granddaughter says all the time. I said, how are you, Alex? Meh. I guess that's the thing with the kids. I've learned, I tell you what, she's in 7th grade, and I got one in 8th grade, or 2, my grandson, but he lives in Florida. He lives in Port St. Lucie, Florida. So, but the terminology that they use, I'm like all the time going, what's that mean? What's that mean? And they go, Nana, we told you. I'm like, look, I'm old. I forget stuff. Just deal with it. You'll be there someday. Okay. So now, okay, straighten it out a little bit here. And then get that all down. And you can just trim it, you know. Trim a little piece off here. This isn't really going to matter because it's already stuck together. Okay, so you got your spot. What was I doing? I don't know. I'll cover it up with something. Okay, so now I want to just get the paper clip in here. And I really like that, so I think I'm going to use this again. Now this one, I'm going to push this one all the way down because I'm not going to have it going through. Does that make sense? Okay, so flip it over. Don't forget to flip it over before you put your glue on. Otherwise, your picture, when you go to put it on, it's going to be upside down. And I tell you from experience. Okay. Come on now. There you go. I have arthritis in my hands, and if this gets too hard to squeeze out, it kills my hands. So I'm just gonna really, remember what I said, don't be shy with the glue. Don't be shy. I hope y'all can hear me. I'm trying not to talk too loud because my family's still sleeping. And still make sure y'all can hear me. Okay. So we're getting the glue in there, or getting it around there. Just give it a good bath in that glue. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put that on it. These make great little toppers. I don't like to use pens because I stick myself all the time. And it was like, I'm bleeding on paper. I was just, and I saw this. I can't remember who. I don't know if it was Gail Castanelli that I saw this on. These are knitting needle tips. You can buy them in a pack, different sizes. And they just seal on your tips really good. It keeps the glue from bubbling up. I've not had any problems with my glue drying out or anything. And like, see, here's a smaller one. And what's really cool about the Barely Art, it comes with different size tips. You can take this off and you can put 2 different size bigger as it graduates up. This is the smallest one. And you just put these on here and push them down, and it kind of like seals it. And you don't have to worry about those crazy needles. I have stuck myself just way too many times. Okay, so down we go. So I grab it, and then I go, make sure I'm up. Okay, then I go to the other side. I push it down. Get it on there. Okay. Get my trusty little bone folder. Smush it. Smush, 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 smush. Get your finger in there. See, there comes a big old squirt of glue there. But that's okay. That means it's doing its thing. You know, and you can grab whatever you want and just wipe that off. Remember, you got let it. I didn't let this one, but kind of let it dry open so nothing sticks together. I'm definitely gonna have to cover that up with a piece of material or something. I don't know. I'm still gonna zhuzh these up. Zhuzh, I love that word. I don't know where it came from, but that's a cool word. And okay, that. And there we go. We got this, which will look like this when you slide it on. And you got one on one side and one on the other. Aren't those cool? And then you got places to write or stick something in here, you know, or whatever you want to do. Cute little journaling spot. So there's your altar paper clip journaling spots. So let me see here. I am 31 minutes. So I'm going to call this a video, and I will put in the link below. I'll take this off of here. Who else? You can go to Susan Hiles Art and JoAnn at Junk Journal Treasures. Go to their videos too, and they've got everybody listed in their videos of all those artists who are participating. So thank you for stopping by and looking at mine, and have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. God bless everybody.